Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon.
In the name of Ahmen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Ahmen we trust, and Ahmen we think, and Ahmen we continue forward as the Republican Mentellect. I am your host, the intellectual news and Menkares. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing the natural growth of the Ahmen race. What is the natural growth of the Ahmen race? Pretty much what we're doing right now. This is the natural growth. You see, before there's physical growth, there has to be mental growth. Before there's real growth, there has to be mental growth. Yeah, you can grow physically, but if there's no mental growth, there's no real growth. You see, you can grow physically, but you must first grow mentally to, to parallel that growth. And we got a lot of people who are grown physically, but not grown mentally. A lot of people who are grown physically, but not grown mentally. And that is the key to our growth. You see, here in this society, the beast thinks that by eliminating so-called, quote-unquote, black people that, you're going to somehow stop the rise of the growth of these people, and you're not. Why? Because the people we were before we became black people in this society were a natural people who were in a state of evolution, a state of growth. And when you stop a people, when you hold a people back from growing and evolving and doing things like that, that holding them back, that trying to stop them from growing, that trying to cut them down and keep them under you, you're only going to unleash a more extended batch of people. It's the same way when you keep shaving your beard, keep cutting down your beard. Now, your beard or whatever facial hair you got is a form of natural hair growth for you men. Notice when you keep shaving the beard, right, and you keep cutting the natural growth, what happens? It keeps coming back stronger, right? Every time you cut your beard, cut your hair, things like that, even cut all the hair off. It'll grow back better. My father used to always tell me, he used to tell me years ago, at least once a year, you should cut all your hair off, bald, and let it grow back. You see, that's what my father used to tell me. He said, your hair grow back better. Right? I said, man, I'm older now, but, the point is, it's the same thing when it comes to cutting down our people, when it comes to holding our people back, when it comes to stereotyping and redlining and all the things they do to hold so-called black people back. What is the natural growth of the Ahmen race? Simply, we as the Ahmen race continue to live on. We continue to live on because we come from that higher power. We are an extension of that higher power in physical form. So we are meant to live on. We don't have a creation date. We don't have a start point. We were projected here, meaning we were always intact as a people, just on a higher level who were projected into a lower level. And now we are growing this lower level, as you can see. Who is the Ahmen race? We are the Ahmen race, separate from the human race, as you can see. You have to be blind not to see that we are not a part of the human race. Even you so-called black people who are dead, mentally dead, y'all still part of the Ahmen race, you're just mentally dead. So you might as well not even be part of the Ahmen race if you're mentally dead and not in alignment with it. You might as well not be. You might well go ahead and be human, or think that you're human. Is all of the Ahmen race growing? No. There's going to be a contingent that will die off, and we will receive the power that they would have received, which will make us even more powerful. Hail Ahmen. Is everyone growing at the same rate? No. Obviously not. Is everyone supposed to grow? No. And that is by the selection of Ahmen and by the choices that you've made. And that's it. For the complete broadcast, you're going to have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, Ahmen, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capabilities